Hi, my name is Rob McCrary from Edthena. Today we have with us Moses Kulee, who has an interesting journey with Edthena here. How you doing, Moses?
I'm doing great, Rob. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Really appreciate your time today. I'd love for you to kind of hop in and start and share a little bit about yourself and give kind of the viewers here a little bit of background about who you are.
Yeah. Well, again, my name is Moses Kulee, and I received my master's degree from Loyola Marymount University. So currently, I'm a school counselor with PBS credential. At I received my PBS credential from Loyola Marymount University, but currently, I'm working as a school counselor at Animal Pat Brown Charter High School in Los Angeles.
Great. That's very interesting, and that's really why I wanted to chat with you today because we have a lot of teachers who use Athena. We have a lot of people who are kind of in residency programs and certification programs who are using Athena. But your role as kind of a school counselor, I thought was very interesting. So mostly, I wanted to hear a little bit, and can you share with us just about that experience using Athena? How did you use it? Walk us through a little bit about that program at Loyola Marymount with you using video coaching.
Yeah, so at Loyola Marymount or LMU, we have the counselors have to we have about 15 different competencies that we have to meet. And part of the program's requirement is that we have to have 5 videos each semester that we have to record ourselves, counseling, specifically for the counseling profession, record some videos for the interacting with the students, doing a one-on-one counseling session and or the group section. So, and how I used that was so the program they have us use to record the videos was Athena, and the tool using Athena was very easy because it's already programmed. Once you download the app, you can just open it up and it does the work for you. And so, and that's why the program really unliked it at LMU, and that's what is still used for the graduate students. When I was in graduate school, that's what we used to record our videos to allow our professors to review and give us feedback through Athena.
Great. And I'd love to hear a little bit about, because I know now you mentioned that you are in a school as a school counselor now, so you've kind of gone through the program here at LMU and now are a full-time school counselor. So I'd love to hear a little bit about how you think video coaching and using Athena specifically has improved your experience at your school currently.
Yeah. Well, how I've used it is like, it allows for me when I how do I say it? It allows you to using the video, the Athena videos really allows you the opportunity to watch yourself and see how to give yourself a critique, how you're doing, you're progressing in your program or that specific skill that you have to meet. So watching yourself allows you the opportunity to be able to like see if you're actually meeting that competency or not, and also give you the opportunity to be able to see how your section for the counselors and to see up your sessions and to improve your skills with your clients. For me, it allowed me to, preferably, having your instructor review your sections that you've had with a student. For mine, I used it for both individual counseling and a group counseling session. So, and having that one-on-one with a student, you're just focusing on you and for you to be able to, meet your competencies or growing in certain skills area, gives your instructor to let you know, hey, this is where you're at. This is something you need to work on, and being able to go back later on, implementing what feedback you have gotten from your instructor and that you review yourself, and then sometime later going back to see the difference really has been one of the really awesome ways to use Athena, because you can always go back and see where you were at and where you were before and so on and so forth. So
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like you've kind of thinking about video coaching in a reflective way. It's a way
Yeah.
for you to kind of reflect about both. I'm hearing, one-on-one conversations that you're having with people at your school, as well as these group conversations too. So it seems like you were able to record both of those and get feedback about both,
Mhm.
which is awesome. So yeah, I'd love to hear, going back in that reflective kind of thought process there. I'd love for you to share a little bit how you think that using video as a reflective tool, how is that important for educators overall?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think as an educator, as I mentioned before, using the reflected tool Athena is important for us educators because it gives you the opportunity to be able to review, reflect, and on how you did in your sections in the classroom, and also in your coaching session. So if you have maybe your principal is shadowing you, or you want to see, hey, how am I doing in this class? I want to be able to see how I'm doing in this class, how I'm teaching this course. Having the reflected tool, watching yourself, recording it obviously, and using the reflected tool to show you where you're at, things you need to grow in, where your strengths are, and see your flaws, even though you may be perfect, but just being able to watch, see yourself performing your profession really is a really important tool, and allows you the opportunity to just be able to be yourself and to learn and grow in those areas.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, no one's perfect, so it makes it sometimes you can kind of take a step back and look at yourself and really hone in on some of the things that you're doing correctly, and then maybe, refine some of those things that maybe you're not doing as well.
Yep.
Great. So kind of to end here, I'd love for you to maybe get a final bit of advice that you could share for someone who's maybe just starting to use video in their practice for the first time.
Mm. Um, I would say in using the tool, the Athena tool, just be authentic.
Hmm.
Be you. In other words, because the purpose of the video reflection is to simply to help you, in areas that you may need help,
Hmm.
right? And
Right.
so don't act differently because you're on video. You
Hmm.
though you may have the temptation is like, oh, I'm being recorded. No, this is just really you being you in your own classroom, doing what you normally do, and it gives both yourself and your coach, if you do have a coach, the opportunity to see what you need to work on and how you can improve, and show you some of your strengths and weaknesses, which
Right.
is what we all need. So I think the authenticity is a main important thing, because I know sometimes when I started watching, doing the videos. It's weird watching yourself, and sometimes when I know I'm being recorded, I want to act differently, but then you can't really get help in an area when you act differently.
Right.
Just being you in the classroom and then getting feedback on it helps you to learn and grow from those mistakes and or your weaknesses and strengths, just being able to add to them as well.
Yeah, that's great. I really love that bit of advice there. Just being authentic, because that's the really only way you can really hone in and refine who you
Yeah.
are if you're being authentic in front of the camera. So that's a great bit of advice. That's all the time we have for today. So again, I want to appreciate your time and thank you so much for spending some time here today and showing us a little bit about yourself and how you have used Edthena kind of in your role as a school counselor. So thank you, Moses. Again, this is Rob McCurry, and this is another Educator Voice. Thanks again, Moses.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.